Rules for using prepositions: in, on, at, by, to, and into. Rules for using prepositions. Rule number 1. Use in for months. Again, use in for months. Example: I was born in July. Again, I was born in July. Another example is, my vacation is in August. Again, my vacation is in August. Another example is, the leaves change color in October. Again, the leaves change color in October. Rule number 2. Use on for days. Again, use on for days. Example: the party is on Friday. Again, the party is on Friday. Another example is, we have a meeting on Tuesday. Again, we have a meeting on Tuesday. Another example is, I'll see you on Christmas Day. Again, I'll see you on Christmas Day. Rule number 3. Use at for exact time. Again, use at for exact time. For example, he arrived at 7 p.m. Again, he arrived at 7 p.m. Another example is, the store closes at midnight. Again, the store closes at midnight. And another example is, she wakes up at 6:30 a.m. every day. Again, she wakes up at 6:30 a.m. every day. Rule number 4. Use in for years. Again, use in for years. For example, she graduated in 2020. Again, she graduated in 2020. Another example is, the company was founded in 1998. Again, the company was founded in 1998. And another example is, he moved to New York in 2015. Again, he moved to New York in 2015. Rule number 5. Use at for places, especially for small areas or location. Again, use at for places, for small areas or location. For example, we met at the station. Again, we met at the station. Another example is, she's waiting at the bus stop. Again, she's waiting at the bus stop. Another example is, the kids are playing at the park. Again, the kids are playing at the park. Rule number 6. Use in for places, especially for large areas. Again, use in for places in large areas. For example, they live in London. Again, they live in London. Another example is, I grew up in California. Again, I grew up in California. And the last one is, the conference is being held in Paris. Again, the conference is being held in Paris. Rule number 7. Use on for surfaces. Again, use on for surfaces. For example, the book is on the table. Again, the book is on the table. The picture is on the wall. The picture is on the wall. Another example is, she spilled coffee on the carpet. Again, she spilled coffee on the carpet. Rule number 8. Use by to show the doer. Again, use by to show the doer. Example, the song was written by her. Again, the song was written by her. Another example is, the house was built by my grandfather. Again, the house was built by my grandfather. And another example is, the decision was made by the committee. The decision was made by the committee. Rule number 9. Use to for direction. Again, use to for direction. Example, he went to the market. Again, he went to the market. Another example is, she's walking to the store. Again, she's walking to the store. And the last example is, they traveled to Japan last year. They traveled to Japan last year. Rule number 10. Use into for movement inside. Again, use into for movement inside. For example, she walked into the room. Again, she walked into the room. Another example is, he jumped into the pool. Again, he jumped into the pool. Another example is, the cat climbed into the box. Again, the cat climbed into the box. Let's practice. Choose the correct preposition. Number 1. The concert is scheduled for blank May. Again, the concert is scheduled for blank May. At, on, or in. What is the correct answer? The answer is in. The concert is scheduled for in May. Number 2. I have an appointment blank Wednesday. Again, I have an appointment blank Wednesday. On, at, or in. What is the correct answer? The answer is on. I have an appointment on Wednesday. Number 3. The train departs blank 8 a.m. Again, the train departs blank 8 a.m. At, in, or on. What is the correct answer? The answer is at. The train departs at 8 a.m. Number 4. The first moon landing occurred blank 1969. Again, the first moon landing occurred blank 1969. On, at, or in. The correct answer is in. The first moon landing occurred in 1969. Number 5. I will meet you blank the cafe. Again, I will meet you blank the cafe. On, at, or in. The correct answer is I will meet you at the cafe. Again, I will meet you at the cafe. Number 6. My family lives blank Canada. Again, my family lives blank Canada. On, at, or in. What is the correct answer? The answer is in. My family lives in Canada. Again, my family lives in Canada. Number 7. Please place the plate blank the counter. Again, please place the plate blank the counter. On, at, or in. What is the correct answer? The answer is on. Please place the plate on the counter. Again, please place the plate on the counter. Number 8. The famous poem was written blank and unknown author. Again, the famous poem was written blank and unknown author. What is the correct answer? Is it with, for, or by? The answer is by. The famous poem was written by an unknown author. Number 9. We are driving blank the beach. Again, we are driving blank the beach. Is it in, on, or to? The correct answer is to. We are driving to the beach. Again, we are driving to the beach. Number 10. The children ran blank the house to get out of the rain. Again, the children ran blank the house to get out of the rain. To, into, or at. What is the correct answer? The answer is into. The children ran into the house to get out of the rain. Thank you for listening.